And now there are so many discussions that went on in the game, but I think the major one I be a penalty incident in the Mraneka.
Yes.
Because behind the scenes we've spoken to a referee. You didn't come be we bisem said the city. I had the intimate betina boy trimu be dream bia. We've spoken with a professional referee, a retired referee. Watch you with the decision about that. But let's not shy away from the performances of some big players doing them and run a journal. Shadi, I didn't have Vinicius here and run away. I say Julian Alvarez I didn't know about no. Eya Catania maybe so. There were certain moments in the game where Jude Bellingham moved fully. Etienne Vinicius Junior say massa. What lose ball no that so that form. Ball na aye bonus no baby aye do ne. Nkofo no intensity no mudi bo game no. Peja munia mo ball no. Real Madrid the Atletico Madrid every mu over between 2014 to 2017 no dominated Atletico Madrid pa. But I think the closest Atletico Madrid aba to Real Madrid in terms of competing them in a match, they were this close to qualify a game no. 2014 they were close, but they were not so much good baby a game because no BM say they are Real Madrid benya go in 2014 no, because bona Real Madrid they born no bia what did say denya Madrid benya go. So it was not surprising say your ball corner Sergio Ramos be pin ball the two net. The question by 4 goals to 1 no cry children penalty shooters abe mu no cry no bia what did say there be Real Madrid don't have penalty shooters ni players na wo honom na fancy ebe dey say Atletico Madrid bet my head I qualify but enrade no o starting 11 no we during the game players on free bench buy be replace o man no free for Atletico Madrid na quality ana Real Madrid at a point in time me na me hunu say nka match no crowd 90 minutes na e boy no kana be dey say Real Madrid benya goal including the extra time because Real Madrid circulated ball in front of Atletico Madrid defense na but na Atletico Madrid were controlling Real Madrid where they take the ball. Jose Mourinho can be also you can defend and control the game ebi na no me hu ba Atletico Madrid omutima Real Madrid circulated ball na say no ma direct Real Madrid na Real Madrid dey call right no ma double up no ma say direct Real Madrid say no ma control you no ma say do ma ba left it is na no mo Real Madrid e ho ne wo. The moment Real Madrid became dangerous, when Atletico Madrid were in possession, Real Madrid be moving in transition, they be a counter attack back. But I feel there are certain players within the Real Madrid setup now. Real Madrid whenever they went on counter attack, it be Luka Modric, because now the baby are ruining the age, he is slow in possession. You can't take his close control away from him. Wontumi taking the passing quality away from him. But in terms of pace and intensity, we never feel Luka Modric. It is Real Madrid in a counter attacks be at certain moment within the game. Almost slow down Atletico Madrid by recover. Obeha Mbappe movement, Vinicius movement. No makata so ani about recover. But at the moment now, Omunya this particular penalty no, she changes Real Madrid the The first to the ball be no better tackle ball. Be look at Camavinga. Never any movement. Obe Jebo nim di amahwan. Killing but one time pass ni be call. Killing Mbappe be call penalty ni be back quick. But at the heat of the moment, and this is why I come in, I'm not for raising concerns about Vinicius Junior Mbappe leadership. I thought penalty never down. Mbappe should have played.
Okay.
Real Madrid failed at that particular moment.
No. So who the Ancelotti crack? So I will say. The best and then a ball first penalty during the shootout and a Rudy Gabe ball last. So the best I will pitch and so they are. The reason why I make so make cabinet say Vinicius and Hunyama manche Mbappe. Mbappe about 2 solid World Cup finals. Share going up against a goalkeeper like Emiliano Martinez in a World Cup final, penalty twice, Bako in regular extra time, Bako in penalty shootout. Share the angles of PK. Oblak when you intimidating in Emiliano Martinez. So the stage was set for Mbappe. Stage not being a being so called Yama Mbappe. Say Obefa Bono. But you can never determine how some of these fixtures play out. This is how football is. Mbappe ankasa na ke penalty na ke nim se Mbappe na Obefa Bono akodi Vinicius. So Vinicius be to appeja ball na akwakoto baby. The temperament of the game, the moment na ball ni be do in team bia wo top quality player man take charge of that. And now remember before I said about penalty shootouts na I knew say Mbappe na bebo first. Omo top 5 na me say Mbappe na bebo. Oboria na me say Jude Bellingham na bebo. Oboria na me say Lucas Vazquez na ba bebo. The thing minim say ade ni nyina na say the temperament of the game at that moment, Real Madrid will key players be within their setup. Okay. So I was surprised the penalty ni beto no. Vinicius mum and a kofa ball no at the ball ni beto ho ebe boy.
O fine am so be say.
Me ani so be say no. O we so wan san take on na mo ball ni say no nante. Jude Bellingham be komirika rania cover kilometers sa ye wi ni asage ball. Hey, look at this. And he was angry. Bellingham was angry. After this moment, Mbappe tracking will be Fletcher sabe yi bo fi nipa kora nim. Mbappe or tracking Fletcher ebe yi bo fi obi anim. Vinicius Junior was still there. Vinicius Junior was still there. So the hit of the moment and the game, then how our game need grow. Any day Real Madrid grow within their setup ni players bemuno. There are some responsibilities and examples are when I watch be done now you need to start setting examples perfectly well for the team. Now but it hurts me. Atletico Madrid was so close and almost at the other. And now almost a show penalty shootout ni fancy. I didn't work it at Atletico Madrid no. It was not idea ABA can say tactics and ABB. And it's something you can't explain about football. Hard luck. Because Solot first penalty. Almost strikers no one dey grab penalties no. Yeah. Solot ana Angel Correa ana Julian Alvarez. She plays penalty. So he was ready to match Real Madrid boot for boot. But the Amiani said Musoro so confirm one so buy Abdante Alba Madrid pay Marcos Llorente. Meaning say Alvarez issue no what there. Yes. We can discuss it differently. What you say?
Alvarez no ground so Abefa Madrid pay.
What Abefa Madrid pay?
Abefa Madrid JC.
Abefa Madrid JC pay. It's Madrid for boys na dey go for almost so say omo yi Atletico Madrid dey free no. Kafasi ball na yan wawa. We be akofa. Madrid for boys mienu and akofa almost so. Some things are unexplainable, but I believe the tournament is made for Real Madrid no matter who says it. Obian control BB and there are moments in the game where top players steps up. Real Madrid players did justice to that. They stepped up. They delivered on the day. Yes. And they got what they are supposed to get. Obeka Sena Real Madrid lack you see, Real Madrid does things I didn't I said I don't know be a frefre lack ne de bre omo.
I say Osoro Boado
that is it. I don't know Madrid here no. And baby omo ne nam no so ya yehu. But the format of the Champions League in the first well recognizes Adwe. Among top 8 you know. So betimi dey you not to screen some of my shadow.
My parents, you say,
I parents look at the league table, eh?
Table nanga.
Also, mom will top 8, you know. Send a film.
5-4.
Liverpool
top 8 now.
Top 8, you know. Top 8 4. Leverkusen, Lille. I'm a mom second part of the 8, you know. Don't say I qualify. Real Madrid qualify. Dortmund qualify. Bayern Munich qualify. PSG qualify.
The
new format of the Champions League, the group stage phase, will never determine whoever is going to win the Champions League. And it's a phase, I had prepare towards meeting top teams. We are lucky net being one. Said they're not new to Nekano. Ube Shianko phobia number by build confidence by the time you meet them, no, I'm ready for it. I'm aware so one here a bit exposing quality no tactics. Only round of 16 no not akesefona be show no matter tell weakness. Because day about kese back home. Obo kese back home so you put in your A game. Who do A game this so you be exposed. It only round of 16 name we be me perform at we pa. Format we na me de pop. Me de na baby enam no. Madrid and your Champions League GA Akofa City Akofa Atletico Madrid baby on nama odeba. Let's be careful. But yes, as well when say the last 3 times I have Champions League final bia wo Munich biano a new team neje
team on Jibida.
The last one ball Munich no one
Chelsea
afu PSG you Arsenal omuna moye threat pass.
So you bought Champions League final. Alliance
Arena Munich.
Team also trophy energy. Of which at the last edition 2012.
Nothing for a scramble job first to come Munich.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
later on. But I think we've enjoyed this phase of the competition. We've enjoyed the quality we've seen. 2-2 when Arsenal kobo omonkope baby Fantina. But Marco Asensio, my oh my, what an impact for Aston Villa. Watch also, this is where I'm we experienced player, let it count. And you be an anagin bebre kasa bebre let it count. And Marco Asensio, red card no crampona Club Brugge you know. Now Aston Villa struggle to say.
And I was a Brugge na born in na.
What you say? On only buy no beji game the first there be. The first goal no share. This is what Asensio does. First, let me say a fluke. Real Madrid they bought Champions League. Asensio be music half shot back could be no boy for panya. Let me say a fluke. And no Aston Villa. But I think Unai Emery was announcing himself at the Europa League level. He needs to upgrade himself and announce himself in the Champions League. Your coaches be one more very good, baby. But when it comes to the Champions League stage, more announcing themselves and it's difficult. Ebini why Antonio Conte. Obetima League, we are seeing about never Champions League. Malo gunu wani mase. Your coaches be gromotesa. Of domestically, obeban home the Europa League, obe sha. Una the baby also TBG the dinner, not tiasa. Unai Emery needs this validation so well. How can you win the Europa League with Sevilla? What with Villarreal? League they won't be in but the second part of European competition, you know, will dominate it. Translate it, bring it to the top one. Now, say cement status. Now, you go see any maybe the Ataro who have a coach Arsenal be the go any Arsenal. Any na paper. Let me say, Slaughter Boys, no. I will hold us womb. The Slaughter Boys are still mourning. And another boy inform us
Slaughter Boys.
Anonymous Slaughter Boy. I get through. Because you have a panel of Premier League in my so Champions League 2 days ago. You free, bro.
Yeah, sure. Because Abrafone say a double kick. Nenami a new boy. Now remember for train Alvarez video 2 years ago. Our River Plate Abba say idea or tie. Into semi-automated technology together with sensor almost a born say a double kick. France na so said that and I remember for say a basa for na ti hu ni so because mo Benfica na boy mo na no ya na mobile bomb munim bomb tina mo say ade na enye double kick no new yeah mo me enye no run table ade na afi
me on say yetaka say football a repetitive action na o share the story here on River Plate there I was shocked. The same penalty. Yeah. Very very same penalty. And where River Plate Alvarez Chronoa. I don't know who. Boy no cross ball no raise all of that. I mean watch it. Oh baby about the coin no. And Fifi ball no height or T29 left in the D can call ball no all of that very slowly. At that time, no computer and can't game we say home. Yeah. No computer and can't game we home.
No, va by. I'm say okay, para va. La minicam. Let's open another angle.
Ah, who didn't come on no?
Yeah, mini camera.
So you see
Dale otro.
Another one. Otro.
Are you listening?
Yeah. I say okay, we know man say okay. So yo, Oshadia, it means sana about the penalty. But in my opinion, the 9 year no can born. And your emotional sem. Born baby and a key moment. Find a very good technique. Nekobo body assembly anyhow. You are dealing with Real Madrid. On Makoko faith you when you have faith here. I faith you when you know when you do crowd the show when you draw the baby. I mean the name in the boy. But the video we must shadow when you know my is so apparent. You cannot deceive anybody. A computer, boy, yeah. When you are the buyer say, sense number of touches biano omote. It will born your money mienu a one touch part neko. But automatic mienu meaning say nipa mienu 9 anka. I mean watch this. How can you tell me say na mienu le bobo we?
So no crowd when me and be protest.
I mean you name ultimate can
it wasn't
you name you nyina fra born now me premium no na nyina ka born Madrid cleanly
Mike
you see I
understand the rule aspect and everything. This was a perfect application of the rules. And Akomeah was Sport FM. The perfect application of the rules. But there is a certain sentimental aspect of football. A shame to adding to yes and away, you get it. To make sure we are able to quell all doubts. One, football must learn from other sports. There are instances where referees have to explain decisions to the audience.
And since someone can say,
no, but it must.
Yeah.
Remember, Jessica, ticket aboarding. I have risked a lot to be in the stadium. My subscriber to my pay TV subscriber, and I may share with fee. I'm paying a lot. Ye, here say, any a game no. Ye chair as ye, and I'm not speaking as a journalist because maybe I met M.Akomeah reading my finding out. But for the average football fan who is floored by emotions and sentiment, and this not dreaming about the decision that is taken, then they are allowed to make their own speculations and preach a certain propaganda. I think it is not right, it is not proper. Yenny studio, I'm sure so we'll be saying 95% of us will say, oh truly, there was a touch in there. But initially when an amount for this left ball, 9 left in the car ball and a right in the ball left. And a double touch. And per this the explanation is explicit. It is deemed as what bonimienu. But I think football referees should be tasked to be in a position to explain decisions, to be understand. And again, Bibi na Maya Sambra Anamebwa. Good. JCA. It is seen as a slip. There are instances where you see opponent not there no year and a player not there no year no. It is to gain a certain advantage. Anamebwa. Good. In the case of Julian Alvarez, what Bon is saying, Bon Ashe, Anna. Good. When a penalty is given against a team, now we keep a penny above Bonesha. Yajigo Anna. But Bon say, yeah, you might play an ebony because keeper no PN affected it. In this case, a double touch now born a question. I think it is only fair you have a retake.
Okay.
I say
but say shed
let be a retake.
No save bowler.
Exactly.
Now you retake.
Say you have a penalty.
Yeah.
Me na me goalkeeper me that pon him. Say me pie now shall referee beje. On me retake. But say me pie now say na if I move up the line before you kicked, referee name I will retake. I think that we can also have a certain level of way there. Say me so me kwa akobona me slipping. Na kwa double touch na ball ne kwasha. Then I should be allowed to play it again. I say there, I say. Sunny because we modify rules, we modify laws as we evolve as a society. Football rana you using the CCA, and yes, right from the inception of the game. Along the line, I started to say about association football. The laws have been modified.
Okay.
This should also trigger the discussion for a modification of the law. 2010. England for ball short a ball bar senior it triggered a conversation for VAR. This should also trigger the conversation for having a relook at that particular double kick rule.